Yeah.
And then, Christy, you've got multiple mysteries available for adults. Were you working on your own projects in between while one of the other two was doing their revision? Were you guys able to work on? Were you all waiting on somebody to continue going on Kingston straight through, or were you all working on separate projects as well? And let's say, Theo, you answer first. Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, I was able to get some ideas in, but you know, it was the kind of thing where every time there was a little bit of a break where you get a little momentum going, Kingston would come back into the focus. So you know, there's ideas, and we're actually also talking about a new idea as well. I don't know how much we can talk about it yet, but you know, the collaboration.
Not to talk about it a little bit now.
But the collaboration was very rewarding, and I really, you know, I'm looking forward to just writing more books with these guys. And of course, you know, I have my own ideas and projects, but you know, it's hard to get a lot of momentum because this was a very involving kind of process that you know, just, and obviously not just the first book, but you know, there's a whole nother book that is essentially written. So, you know, that was pretty involving, at least for me.
Yeah, that was the COVID project. That was it worked out.
Yes,
yeah, true.
Some runway.
So, okay, well, that leads us right into the elephant in the room in every conversation here in these plague times. What are you doing to go out and market the book, since I assume book tours to individual bookstores are limited, probably?
Yeah.
And Harold, why don't you start?
Well, I mean, going places in person is a difficult task now. Hopefully that'll change. We're really praying for that. But Craig and I also, you know, own a visual effects / production company, marketing company. So it's some kind of creative think tank company. so we have a lot of we brought a lot of our skills to the table. You know, it's like, great, I spend a lot of time marketing other people's projects. Why don't we market our own? So, you know, we have a trailer that we put together that's coming out. I think we're pretty happy with it. Again, it's finding the love for Kingston in a different way every time we turn around. It's like, oh, great! It was cool finding it in Friends, finding it on the page, now finding it and trying to create some kind of visuals to market it. So we're doing some trailer stuff, trying to meet people on social media networks and stuff like that, and then we put out.
Will that trailer be available as esteemed audience is listening and they want to pull it up?
It should be. It'll be available. Well, we are in the future, so it should be available now.
That's right.
It is February 16th. It has always been February 16th. Anybody who says otherwise,
yeah, you can ruckermoses.com. It'll be there. I'm sure it's in a couple other places. So yeah, it's out.
Yeah. So I mean, you know, finding those visuals and working with Megan Beatty and Ashley Sparrow and, you know, the rest of Penguin Random House is a new experience for Craig and I in particular. So this is we're looking for some guidance and looking to kind of like, again, put our best foot forward and kind of like to show the love for what we made.
Well, obviously, Megan Beatty is the best publicist, one of the best publicists you could ever have. I'm trying to remember all the other publicists who've come on the show, but Megan Beatty definitely did, and you can check out her interview, esteemed audience. Check the back catalog, well worth your time. And Craig, over to you. So how does marketing this book now, aside from coming on this show, which brace yourself for the tidal wave of fame and fortune that Little Great Ninja will bring you, how are you? How does this differ from your usual marketing for a book?
Yeah, so you know we're doing I think 3 different cities. So we're gonna obviously do New York, LA, and Atlanta. because we're from Atlanta, we live in LA, and Theo's out in New York, and the book takes place in Brooklyn. So we're going to do 3 of these virtual, like a virtual book tour. And, you know, it's funny, I've been watching some of these. They're actually really great and compelling, and it's fun to watch authors talk about their books. And, you know, having gone through that process, I respect it a lot. And I see the passion in people wanting to talk about their books when they get released. So we'll be doing that. Another thing that we all kind of decided to do, and we're just filming it remotely, kind of like this. We just did the first one the other day. Is we're gonna make some videos that kind of give some insight into some of the real characters that are in the book, some of the real tricks that are in the book that have you know, really interesting history to them. So we thought that'd be, you know, some great marketing tools. Like there's so much great stuff that we've read in the process of researching this book that we want to share with kids and get them really invested in this like history of magic, which is just fascinating. And then also a lot of magicians that people don't talk about, like Black Herman or Richard Potter, or all these really amazing Black magicians that we're kind of trying to bring to the forefront and create our own mythology around them. So we're going to do some of those videos. And then, yeah, just trying to talk to people like you that are, you know, in this world. We've met, you know, I think we're at the beginning of this process of meeting a lot of these people that this community, and it's great. It's such a amazing, supportive community of writers and reviewers and people that love books. And I grew up loving books. When I was 12, I would love to read Kingston. So it's good to know that all this is out there. I didn't have access to anything like this when I was a kid, so it's amazing.
Theo, you of course are the expert, I assume, at book marketing, having marketing multiple mysteries before now. What things are anything additional that you're doing or have done that works well for marketing books that listeners might write down and go and do likewise?
Well, I mean, definitely, you know, writing for, you know, this blog or that blog about, you know, the writing process, you know, getting, you know, articles published and, you know, on topics that relate to the book, I guess is the only thing I could kind of add to, you know, the incredible visual work that, you know, Craig and Harold are able to, you know, produce and put together. Just that, you know, readers tend to read. So, you know, it's, you know, there's going to be eyes on, you know, book related websites and if there's an interesting tie-in, you know, to your book, famous unheard of magician, for example, then, you know, maybe there's an opportunity there to place an article about, you know, that book. I mean, that character, and, you know, with the link to the book where, you know, here you could learn more in Kingston's adventure kind of deal. But you know, it's such an interesting question, and it's such an evolving answer. You know, there's so much content, and there's so many ways that folks can occupy their entertainment centers these days that it's, you know, it's you got to try everything. You know, see what sticks. Try a podcast. Try YouTube. Try, you know, just try to get in front of people.